everyone, I'm Geetu.
Hi, I'm Shreyas.
And we are the FellowYellows. It all started back in college. So I had this pair of bright yellow shoes. Somehow everyone knew me for them, and then it became kind of my nickname. So when we were starting our practice, we wanted something more personal and something full of character. So yeah, the fellow comes from the collaboration and friendship, and yellow comes from the shoe, which also is the warmth, optimism, and little bit of fun that we wanted to bring in our practice. So it's not just a story, it's also like a reminder for us to keep our work always bright and approachable.
Telusa means Telugu Sampradayalu, that means Telugu tradition. So we went into the villages to understand what the Telugu traditions are, and we found that art is the carrier of tradition. We wanted to stay true to this art, and we wanted to bring it to the forefront in the urban dining context. And we wanted to collaborate with this authentic traditional artists who were there into this art forms for the generations.
During the time of our design, we happened to visit the Warangal fort which was built during the Kakatiya dynasty. This pillar was actually inspired out of that. We had a huge 4x4 pillar at the center of the property, and we were trying to solve and develop the design around that, and trying to develop the layout around that. And that's how this concentric kind of a layout formed. This building, when we got, it was like a very linear property, and people were hesitant to take it up for the commercial purpose. When we first came and saw the property, we instantly fell in love with it, because we came for a Japanese restaurant, and this linearity actually got us an advantage in terms of form.
We had a very good environment all around us. So we tried to embrace this philosophy called Nagare, which is a Japanese philosophy, which says we shouldn't restrict the flow. The flow of the natural element has to go on. So we gave a skylight to the staircase court. We opened up all the walls to the sides, bringing in a lot of light inside the building.
It was also like a space where we can connect the two floors visually as well as spatially.
So in order to anchor that double height space, we wanted to bring an element. That's how we thought about koi fish.
So this koi fish installation also, we wanted to make it like a kinetic installation where it creates a movement. So the natural flow starts right where we enter. Right when the customer enter, they will be greeted by the 7 feet tall Nimalakonda leather lamps. It is actually first of its kind, and it was never built in this scale. So the backdrop for the Kakatiya pillar is developed with an installation of Kondapalli toys. And the chandelier above the war counter is an inspiration from the Kalamkari painting. We used that around the lamp and then created the chandelier. And the installation of the pot that you see, it is actually taken inspiration from the Kirti Tornam. There is like the lotus bud design in that, like an downward kind of a placement. We created a wave-like structure around it. So this actually, in a way, it is drawing more focus to the pillar, and that becoming like an anchoring element for the overall design. Since the property is being very linear, we wanted to make sure there is like a focal element when somebody enters, they are drawn to. So the linearity on the walls is like taken away, your focus is drawn to something. So that is how the rear point of the building, we created an element where the eyes are drawn immediately as when someone enters. So we have a private dining section in this restaurant, and we collaborated with a national award winner artist, Mr. Rakesh Sharma, to create a Cheriyal painting which is depicting the traditions and cultural and the festivals of Andhra Telangana.
We were really skeptical that whether this traditional artist would be willing to experiment. But it was to our surprise that they were really receptive for experimenting with their art forms, but without losing that respect part. So we would like to thank Cheriyal artist Mr. Rakesh Verma, and the leather puppetry which was done from Nimalakonda, Dr. Delavai Kulayappa. They were very pivotal for this collaboration.
As a design practice, we believe beauty in clarity. For us, a well-resolved functional space doesn't just works better, it feels better. Whether it's a kinetic art or the kind of installation that we try to bring in, we try to push our boundaries always and then come up with the best for the project.
I think one thing constant with our practice is change.
In SimpoloXiiid Design Excellence Award powered by Simpolo, we won Best Young Practice of the Year. It's actually a huge milestone for us, and we consider as a validation for our work.
It's a huge responsibility too. It's like it pushes us to raise our bars to a high, and we are all geared up for it.